Good day, everyone. Thank you for coming into this YouTube channel, Trade Live with Precise Trader. Today is 2nd July, and this is a Asian session. Do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly education purpose. Use your information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess your risk of your trade with your broker before you put in your trades. With that, we move on to our live analysis. Okay, the key data that's going to be out tonight is we only have ADP non-farm employment exchange, and we also have a ECB president giving a talk. Then we have the retail sales from Australia, which was out. Forecast was 0.3, previous was 0.0, and came out to be 0.2. So which was slightly worse than expected. Then tomorrow is the non-farm employment change, and Friday is holiday. Okay, do take note on that. So Friday is US holiday. So let's move on to our trades. Okay, the thing is, yesterday we were very unlucky. In fact, yesterday was a very bad day. Very unlucky. In fact, we were stopped out three times. In fact, all the market was too strong than expected. And again, when during the US session, we wanted to go for a sell. Okay, I think that trade should have made good money. The last trades, these two trades should have been made good money, and that also became a loss. I mean, it came then only finally this market started to turn. So in fact, these three trades should be a good trades, but we were very unlucky, and the market started turning after we got stopped out and started turning as we expected. So like yesterday, I told you it was a very unfortunate day, and also I did say that my apologies for the wrong decision and the wrong move taken. Okay, let's move on today. Today we are going to start to discuss, but let's see the gold first before the currency. Okay, the gold, we are expecting the market to give me a minute. Okay, we should see the market turning up before 20. Okay, we should be able to see the market turning up before 20. And right now, the low is 28, 29. Okay, looks like this might be the low. Okay, because market has already started turning, and expect the price to test the high, and expect the price to break and push towards 68 and 75 for today. Okay, maybe we'll put it as 65. Okay, so we'll put it as 65. So let's get into the trade. We will try to go for a small trade at 20. Hold on. We'll try to go one trade. Just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, we'll go. We'll try to go for one trade at 33. Then put a stop below 28. Okay, then another one we will try to go for 31. Okay, another one at 31. Okay, let's move on to this trade. Okay, gold buying at 33, stop at 28, and TP we will go for a conservative TP which is at 44. Okay, 44, and we will take this trade that is a conservative stop and conservative TP. Then we will go for another one. Okay, another trade buying at 30 31. Sorry, so this is the trade just now we are trying to go, and let's go a very conservative trade, because yesterday, remember, yesterday night US session, our price target was 28 and we had a buy order at 28. I don't know whether you recall. So we were right precisely on the trade, but we were unfortunate that we didn't stay in the trade, and we had to get stopped out, and yesterday was very unfortunate. Okay, so sometimes it does happen something, sometimes this like this, it's like sometimes we are so precise, but yet we took some trades and we took in the wrong side and we get stopped out and do re-enter. Okay, anyway, now the next trade we want to go is, we want to go for another trade at 31, stop 27, and this one we will try to go for a slightly higher TP, okay, which we can say probable about 50 half or 52. So we will go for 50 50 half. Okay, so this is two entries. We are betting that the low is confirmed, so we are trying to go for two stop loss and two exit. Then later on we will do the currencies, then we come back to gold again. Okay, because since the gold is starting to move, we wanted to take a trade, so it started to move, so I think we should be able to see some pullback before we get into the trade. I mean, if really we can't get it filled, then I think we are unlucky. Then we got to redo again on the next swings. Okay, let's move on to euro dollar. Okay, the euro dollar, if you ask me on the thing location, okay, in fact yesterday I was talking about location, which gives you a precise target levels. So when we talk about location, the thing, this is a weekly trading above the previous week, which means to say that we should see a target of at least 11880 or 11935. Okay, 11935 as targets. So since this we only have until tomorrow, okay, because Friday is a US holiday, so Friday is going to be a bit quiet. So what we will do is, we will try to go, since this is 118, so we'll try to go for a sell maybe slightly higher, which is 11930. Okay, 11930. Then as far as this trades are concerned, we will still go for a buy. Okay, we'll still go for a buy, because market is still in a congestion on the 360, so which means to say that the high is yet to be seen. Okay, so as of today, I mean, what I see is the low, which is 11780. There is a most likely we may have seen the low. So if this is the low, then we should see this price extending towards 11850. Okay, so what we will do is we will go for one trade, go for a buy slightly at 11. I think we may want to, because now is 11 o'clock, then we have the next time belt is going to come into play. So probably we'll try to buy at 118, because it's only about 20 pips from the low. So maybe we can go one buying at 118. Then another one, we go for a buy slightly lower. Okay, so this 118 we will go for a tight stop. Then the selling is we have raised it to 11790. Okay, so we go for a euro. Since we feel that the low is seen, okay, so we'll go for a buy at market. This one we will put a stop at below the 117 785. Okay, we'll put a very tight stop. Okay, we'll put at 780 or 85. Then the TP 11850. Okay, then we have another buy order which is 11760 and stop at 11725 and TP also around the same level. Okay, that selling at 11880. Okay, we may want to hold it, or we may want to revise it to 11930. Okay, 30 with the stop about 70, and here we will put it as 11850. So we have revised that 11880, we have revised it to 11930, stop at 11970 and TP at 118 half. So euro is, these are the three trades. One we have taken market, so another two we are going for a buy, one buy and one sell. Okay, let's move on to pound. Okay, the pound, what we feel is in a similar situation. Okay, we may have seen the low here, which is 11730. So probably we'll put a stop at 25. We will hit the market. Then the TP we will try to go for 13790 or 13820. Okay, we should exit before 13840. Then we can go for another buy lower, which is 13710. Okay, below this level. Then put a stop at 80, and that one we also try to exit before 13785 or slightly higher. Okay, so pound we are going for a buy. Okay, this is again we will just try to buy at 45, and this one we will put a stop at 25 and TP at 13790. Okay, just 1-2 pips away. I mean, actually we can enter market, but we'll just try to put 1-2 pips away. Okay, then we have another buy order on the pound. at 13710. 13680 and 13820. Okay, 13820, and this is also a day order. Okay, so pound, we have two buy orders. One is at 37.45, and another one is at 37.10. Okay, I think we had two orders here. Okay, I think this one we cancel this. Okay, and we also have a sell order which is at 140. So we have to closely monitor, and we expect the price to turn down before 140. So maybe it might be 138.80 or 139.35 or even maybe 139 half. But we have to have a very close attention for around that level. Selling level is 140. Expect the market to turn before that. Okay, the next trade we are going to look for is dollar yen. Okay, the dollar yen, we are seeing the price most likely. Okay, most likely we are seeing the weekly is still down, daily is still down with a congestion. So I don't think the price should go above 44.10, and expect this low to break towards 142.05 or slightly around that level. So what we can do is we can go for a sell maybe at 143 90 95 or 80, because I'm not sure whether this is the high seen first, because it doesn't look like, let's see, okay, we are seeing a divergence here and lower lows. So okay, there is a possibility that this might be the day high. There is a possibility, but we need to we need to see this low break, then only we can be pretty sure. So what we can do is, maybe we'll try to go one at market, sell with a stop at 144. Okay, 44. Then the TP for this we should exit at 142.70 or before that. Okay, 142.70 or before that. Okay, maybe about 142. Okay, maybe 143. Okay, so we will try to sell okay, we'll try to sell 143.55, and for this we'll put a stop at 144 and 143.05. So the risk is about 1:1. Then we go for one more sell, which is 143.95. Stop at 144.30 and 142.20. So we have two sells here. Then we also have a limit buy, which is your counter trend, which is a target which we are looking for. So we have two sell, one buy on the dollar yen, pound is two buy, one sell. Then euro is, we already entered at market, so we have one more buy and one sell. So altogether we are following the trend and we are just sticking to this. Then finally we come to gold. Okay, the gold like as I said, yesterday was a very unfortunate and yesterday was like we were in the wrong side initially. Then in the US session we were right, but we got stopped out. Then after that the market moved as we expected exactly. So it was really very unfortunate. So like I told you early on already, so we just have to bear with it sometimes. It does happens in this market. Okay, now what we see is today we are expecting the price to uh, break so we have another one more hours left for this trend, which means to say that the strength is expected to continue. Okay, if that's the case, what we will do is we will try to go for a buy at 37 and put a stop below this level, which is 31, $6 risk, and TP either 44 or 50 half. Okay, so I think early on we had a buy at 33. Okay, 33. So maybe we'll try to reduce a bit because we want to be in the trade. So we maybe will put it as 36, 36 or 36 half. Then try to be in this trade. Okay, so this 33, we are raising it to 36.4. Okay, then the stop we'll put it as 31 and TP still remains the 44. Okay, so I think this trade is a viable trade. We see because the possibility is the market may have seen the low, because I think we wanted to buy at 28, but I think the low is 28.90. So we have just missed it. So we have no choice. We just have to keep with it and moving. Okay. So here, let's see. Then the 31 buying, okay, we'll raise it to 33, and stop we'll raise it to 28. Then the TP is we'll put it as same, okay, 50 half. Okay, I think we are missing this again. Okay, let's try to go for a tight stop. So we'll try to buy at 37 and the stop we raise it to 32 half. We want to be in the trade on this, so at least we try to get into the trade and we see what is the possibility of this moving, because yesterday we were in the wrong side. Okay, and today we are expecting for gold to break the previous day high. So we are expecting the price to break. So if it breaks, then we should see the price heading towards 94 as target. So we should be looking to buy again at 50, about 50, break of 58, to see for further strength higher. Okay, so let's see this again today, because like yesterday we didn't expect this trend to be so strong. It was like all the way up, no corrections, no retracements, even though this was deeply overbought. we didn't get this corrections, and only yesterday towards the US sessions only we had a minor corrections, and today the market is trying to recoup that correction and try to move in the direction of the trend. Okay, so now let's see, uh, let's see whether we are right, but I think we got to be in the trade. That is the issue we have now. We are only looking for about 50 pips down to get into the trade, and I don't think I want to enter market. Okay, this market is okay. Let's give a few more minutes, but I think the strength is still there. You see, so while we are waiting, okay, see whether the pound, do we need to do the same thing. Okay, I think the pound, we raise it to 50, and the stop we remain, we'll just see. Okay, so at least that also can be trading on that. So we'll try to raise by 5 pips on the pound, and the gold we are still not able to get it. Not able to get that into that trade, because sometimes when we chase, we end up paying a very high price and eventually get caught and becomes a losing end. Because we have another 40, how shall I say, 40, 45 minutes left for this strength. You see here, this is still showing, I mean, the conditions are all there, because this is showing a polarity change. Market is showing strength, moving average crossover. So all the conditions are there for the price to move up. But it's just that we need to see, because otherwise the risk would become a bit on the high side. Okay, the pound is failed. Okay, pound is failed. Only the gold we are yet to get it filled. Unless we want to buy at market, put 33. So the problem would be like yesterday, just like we did the second trade. Because of that, we got stopped out, and we had to lose money, because eventually it's supposed to be a good opportunity, but we end up losing money because of that second entry. Okay, I tell you what, we will go for a buy since it's showing strength. Okay, try to do this one last attempt. Okay, last attempt for 38, and the raise also by $1. Okay, so we will just try one last attempt to see whether this thing is getting filled. So if this is stop loss is 33 half, then this trade doesn't become a valid trade, because either it has to be lower or it has to be higher, because this is within the trading. Okay, let's see. Okay, the gold is filled. Okay, then now what we will do now is that this one, I think we will lower it to 31. Okay, we don't want to take risk. Only $3. We lower it to 31, so we don't take that risk. Anyway, this is I think we should have entered at 34, 35. So which we have paid about $3 higher on the price. So we just have to wait to see whether we are right, and whether we would be rewarded, or whether this is going to be a wrong trade, the wrong entry. Because sometimes, your entry is a very important thing which we should be focused on. So your entry, if our entry is wrong, then the whole thing would become a mess. So because of that, so then also what we will do is the stop, we will try to raise it to 34. So at least another 50 cents. 34 or 34 half should be, but I think 34 should be fine. So we'll just go for a tight stop on this 34, since we paid a higher price. Okay, since we paid a higher price, so we don't want to take much risk on this trade. Okay, so I think that's about it. And today, take note that the Europe session is not there, because I have something on. So I'll see you again during US sessions. Okay, and whatever like yesterday happened, we'll try to get back on track, maybe today or tomorrow. Sometimes this does happens, so we got to get ourselves prepared and move on. Okay, so I think that's about it. Any questions? If you want to ask, you just say. If not, then I'll see you all during the US session. Okay, so you have no questions. Okay, thank you for coming. I'm looking forward